Hey all, welcome to today's video where we're going to quickly look at Google Jamboard. So for those who don't know, Google Jamboard is basically a digital sort of whiteboard, poster board, brainstorming tool that's available in the Google Workspace. So if your organization is using Google Workspace, or even if you just have a Gmail account, you can use Jamboard. So to open Jamboard, I will just click on this little Google app launcher and actually find it in the list. You can also just go to jamboard.google.com. And as you can see, I don't have a jam yet, so let's create one. And we're just going to quickly walk through all of the tools here because the Jamboard builder is actually really simple. Starting on this left-hand side, the pen tool you can use to basically draw. And then the eraser tool to erase. If you want to clear the entire canvas like I do, let's just hit clear frame. All right, now let's get to the good stuff, which is the sticky notes. So as you can see, sticky notes come in 6 different color options. Can't spell there. And let's say I'm done with adding sticky notes. If you want to drag, resize, or even rotate your sticky notes, you can. Just make sure the cursor tool is selected. Now you can also add images to your Jamboard. And here you have a bunch of different options. So if you have pictures saved in your Google Drive, in the Google Photos app, or even if you want to go onto Google and search for images, you can easily do that. Select the image you want and insert. Oh, look at those big eyes. Okay, going back to this add image tool for a second, you can also upload images from your computer and you can do URLs. So I came prepared. I want to include a GIF in this Jamboard, so I'll paste the URL here, insert, and there is my adorable puppy GIF. Now, in addition to adding sticky notes and images, you can also add shapes. So just click into the circle shape, click to draw, and then just like the post-it notes, you can resize, rotate, etc., copy, delete. If you want to add other shapes instead of circles, just click the little tiny arrow here twice to open all of the different shape options that you can include in your Jamboard. Now you also have the option to add text using the text box tool. And then once you have the text box tool selected, you'll see these text formatting options at the top. So it's pretty limited. You can really only edit 3 things. So the alignment, the font color, which you can only choose from one of 6 colors, and then your title or heading size. You can choose from these 5. So that's a lot fewer options than if you were using Google Docs or Google Sheets, but I actually think it's better for being less distracting. Okay, and our final tool in the sidebar is the laser pointer. So this is meant to be like a physical laser pointer in a real presentation setting. You just sort of click, drag where you want, and that laser will trail whatever path your cursor takes. So probably not as fun as a real life laser pointer, but pretty good, especially if you're sharing your screen or if you have multiple people working on a Jamboard at the same time and one person is trying to point and explain what's happening. Now, if you look up here, you'll see this is our Jamboard canvas 1 of 1. If I wanted to add different Jamboard frames, I could easily do that. And if I need to delete any, also easy. Now, the white background is probably going to be your default, but if you wanted to change, you could make it into any one of these presets or using an image for your background, which if I click the image option, it gives us the same sort of options as when we inserted the image into the Jamboard frame. Looking to the top left for a second, you can control your zoom. And you can also undo and redo. Now, if your team is using Jamboard and also using Google Calendar, you can use this present to a meeting button to actually project your Google Jamboard within your Google Hangout meeting, whatever they're calling it these days. And then finally, if there's more that you would like to do with your Jamboard, those options will be here. So you can download as a PDF, you can save your Jamboard as an image, or make a copy. You can even see the version history, which is great if you want to see the actual history of changes being made to your document. And that's pretty much it. So hopefully this gave you some ideas about how your org can use Jamboard. I know I've used it to facilitate brainstorms remotely with people, and I've also even used it to do pros and cons lists for some personal decisions that I've made. If this video was helpful, be sure to give it a thumbs up, and for more videos like this, be sure to subscribe. Thanks.